It's the lesson with Mr. Clark on Lake Effect Radio.
You gonna learn today. You gonna learn today. All right, all right, all right.
Hey people, welcome back. Happy Monday. You're on the Lessons Show with Mr. Clark, Miss E. Cherie.
Hello.
Miss G Girl.
Hello.
And our special guest featured artist this week is
Audience of Rain.
Audience of Rain. We have our... Want to introduce yourself or you want me to do it?
I got it. My name's Cody Griffin. I'm the vocalist of Audience of Rain.
And I'm Alex Cornice. I play drums for Audience of Rain.
So Cody and Alex are going to sit in with us through our first segment, Teachable Moments, and then we're going to cut it back to them for, the interview, and we're going to play their song directly after we close Teachable Moments. But, hey, you guys, I haven't seen you in like 2 weeks. How you feeling? How y'all doing?
Feeling good.
All right.
Feeling great. How about you?
I'm you know what? I'm balancing my energies.
Okay.
All right. I saw that.
Right. Look, I'm spiritual.
All right.
But every day, my vibe ain't right, okay?
Yeah, let me balance these energies right quick.
Jesus jump off the shoulder and leave the devil leaving all by himself. You might not want to, but no, I'm just kidding.
It's all right.
But we have a birthday. Someone celebrated a birthday while
Yes,
we were away.
yes, we
Was it
did.
wonderful?
It was wonderful. And I'm fabulous.
Yes,
and
she
I'm
is.
feisty
Yes.
Flirty, fabulous, and thriving.
at 50.
Yes.
And I'm not ashamed of it.
I didn't want to go there. You see, I ain't putting no.
Oh, I'm not mad.
Go for it.
Take my picture.
'Cause
Nobody
she look
will.
plenty good for it.
People will be
Right.
like, oh, okay. This is what he's got to do at 50.
These are my goals when I get that. I want to be like that.
Shall I take off my glasses? I will.
How you doing, Miss Sheree?
I'm good. I've been good.
Okay.
It's been a week.
So we did our pre-chats, right? And Miss Sheree is going to actually kick off our teachable moments.
She's
for
so
us
good
this
at
week.
that, isn't she?
think
I
so.
don't know.
I really feed off of things that she talks about.
Sometimes I just pull it out of thin air. I was driving and I thought about this.
I
That's
thought
how you
you
thought
said
about it?
sometimes just pull it out of thin. I was like,
Air. Okay.
okay.
No, but okay. So my teachable moment is, I guess, you never know who's watching you.
Mm-hmm.
I say that because recently, last week, I had one of my coworkers come up to me and say, you're very reserved, and I've been watching you for a while, and I wanted to see, who exactly you were. So he did the equivalent of Googling me and looked me up on the company directory, and he was like, oh, so you're not just a regular like we are. You doing some things at the office, like you running
up
things.
in there.
I'm up in there in those spaces,
Upper
like
echelon,
you got
upper echelon.
upper echelons. And I was like, I didn't say that to him, but I'm like, wow, I wouldn't think that someone would take the time to look me up.
Google me
right.
after seeing me, like
Right. And so, he was real good about it, real nice about it. But I took away from that. You never know who's watching.
Right.
It could go both ways. It could be something positive, meaning that, someone can watch you and give you an opportunity because of how you carry yourself and the work that you do.
Mm-hmm.
And then it can also be negative.
Mm-hmm.
Also, sometimes when we're in our positions, or not even just our positions, but everyday life, we think that things that we do go unnoticed. And
Oh, they're noticed.
yes, and they're very
Everything
noticed.
is noticed.
Everything we do is noticed. So that's kind of my
Right.
teachable moment.
It's
That's
called
like-
it's called presence.
Yes.
So when you demonstrate presence, you can demonstrate it in a positive or a not so positive way.
I think, right, every little thing is important because I remember last time we talked about like physical management. So like
Yes.
the little faces you make when your eyes cut sideways, all that stuff adds up, and you never know the perceptionality of it. So I actually had perceptionality.
I like that. Perceptionality.
I didn't make that up. That
Can
is
I write that
somebody's
down?
company, so
Okay, see,
he getting
because
the biggest pub.
you
He was awesome at what he did. Because now I'm talking about him later, right?
who?
Yeah,
the
apparently.
person,
Yes.
the person. So Donald Wayne McLeod, he's a personal, he's a motivational speaker, and the name of his business is Perceptionality.
Perceptionality.
Yes, and
Okay.
he teaches us that it doesn't matter what you think you're doing
Mm-hmm.
or what you're trying to get off.
Mm-hmm.
It matters how people perceive
That is
Right.
correct.
That is very
Perception is reality to people.
it to everyone.
To everyone.
And I like that phrase and I don't like that phrase because
I'm
people
with you.
use it to be dismissive.
Yes.
Oh, you're just perceiving it that. No, that's how it is.
But sometimes I take that the other way because I have what they call the RBF.
Okay.
Resting
RB.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so
The who?
The resting face.
Oh, that face.
Yes.
Oh.
The
And it's
Kanye West face.
Oh.
I don't do it on purpose, and people who know me know that I could be nice and approachable. Sometimes they know the other side. But one of my colleagues at work is like, "Are you angry today?" And I'm like, "No." He was like, "Well, why don't you smile?" And I said, "Well, for one, because I'm candid with him. For one, I smile on the inside. Two, I don't want to be walking around the office skinning and grinning all the time. Because when I see somebody skinning and grinning all the time for no reason,
Up to something.
Yeah, something is going on. You got a plan.
Right. And so I told him, I said, well, he said, well, I always think that you're angry. And I'm like, well, I'm not responsible for your perception. So that's on you. And so
Wow.
just know that I smile on the inside, and you will know if I'm angry about something. It's not
Right.
going to be a question about
Okay.
it. So I guess I got to rethink and relearn.
It takes a long time because I've been 20 twice. So I can tell you at you all's age, I probably was doing a lot of hip shifting and head bopping and finger pointing, you know. But as we've said here, it's all about presence. And, you know, ultimately what you need to think about in your head is what you're trying to get accomplished, Therefore, you have to manage your presence with the people that are around you because it is true. Perception is reality. So whatever is real to them, you know, will be what it is. And they could let you in or not.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's nothing wrong with being candid and saying what you feel, but people respect when you're straight with them, when you're open, you know, when you say you're upset or when you say you don't disagree. But if you're walking around like a peacock all the time, I doubt if you'll get very far in a lot of instances.
Peacock as in you just have air.
What
You
is-
have air.
See,
It
this
might
is
not
the
even
thing.
be that. It might not be that. You know, I'm a quiet person. Now, maybe it may not seem like that, but I'm a very quiet person. As a matter of fact, I'm an introvert.
I feel like all three of us is introverts, which
yeah.
is quite surprising
Yeah.
if we doing this. Bad.
Yeah, this is amazing, you know. But people take that, they look at that perception, and for a long time, people thought I was stuck up, and it's not the case.
Yes.
You know, I'm just trying to get my work done and do well. That's all I'm trying to do.
Right.
You know, and that's what's going on in my head. I'm concentrating, but people that are watching you are like, well, she doesn't talk to anybody. She
Right.
doesn't socialize with anyone. And I'm like, what? But then, you know, again, presence comes in. You have to figure out how to go. And even a daily hi.
Well, this is a great time to pull in our guests because as artists, right, you guys have to manage how people feel about you.
Right.
So and do you guys like still hold down regular jobs or you got like full time?
Yep.
So I guess my question to you is how do you get people to be engaging, right? Without coming off as, hey, we got this whole other thing and we're like the coolest people in the world.
Yeah,
Without
like you the
peacocking.
band.
Yeah.
You talking like on stage or like off stage?
Off stage.
Off
in regular
stage?
interactions.
Actually, I'm probably way more of an introvert off stage.
We're
like you
so
guys
cool.
said. Like, I'll be at work and people will think like, you know, like I'm really quiet, reserved and stuff. But like at work, like I'm not there to be outgoing
Yes.
and all
Yeah.
that. Like I'm just there to go to work,
Yes.
do my job and make the money.
Yeah.
I usually
So-
just don't speak.
Well,
unless
maybe that
spoken
could
to.
come off as peacocking, right? Because you're in there and everybody else is like,
I
oh,
like
I
that.
want to be the best work.
Peacocking. Ah.
But sometimes it's a good thing because when they talk to you, they get this whole different side. Like they already have this character of you in your head, and when you talk to them, it's like, oh my God, you're so cool, you're so approachable, you're so warm when I talk to you. But you know, on any other time, I'm thinking to my head, you're just a cold person. You're not that at all. So I think it's cool because you kind of rewrite the perception that they have once
Right.
you do engage.
Right.
So
Do you feel like that happens?
I mean, a lot of times too, and like one of the things I love to do is like people that have never seen like us play a live show.
Yeah.
When you invite them out, like they'll think, they'll know me as, I guess, like you guys are talking about
At
perception,
work.
what they see me as and what they perceive me as, but then I'll get on stage and it's a complete 360 to what they're used to seeing. Like I'll be on stage, you know, talking to the audience and singing, being loud, having energy and stuff, and that's what nobody's used to seeing. So it's really cool to talk to people after the show and then hear them just kind of be like, wow.
So this is
you know?
my question for you. How do you transition those people? Because you're at work and like, I'm just here to get a check. So I'm sure you come off with that peacock perception, right? Other people are like, oh, he's too good for this place, right? Because you have that
Maybe
mentality.
sometimes.
I'm coming in, I'm coming out.
I mean,
But you're trying to transition them
Don't get
from
him
being-
fired.
I'm not trying to get them fired. I'm processing so the question comes out.
Okay.
You know?
I'm pretty
So
close
how
to
do
the
you
people I work with,
transition
so.
those people from, hey, he's the peacock, to, oh no, he really wants us to come out and see the show maybe? Because in one instance they have, oh, he thinks he's too good, we're not going to go see anything he's doing. But then you have to transition them, no, I am warm, and da-da-da. So how do you go about that?
Well, I think one of the things for me is I work at a place, it's called Grandpa's Cheese Barn.
Oh, you didn't have to tell the name, but go ahead.
It's okay.
Maybe they'll make me
Plug.
praise for that. But
Maybe.
Hey.
A whole group of people
Yeah.
pop in.
Grandpa's
Where
Cheese
is it?
Bar.
What city in Ohio?
It's in Norton,
Okay.
but and there's only about like maybe 15 people that work there total though, so I'm actually pretty close with the people that do work there, and I work like every single day. Today was like my first day off in 2 weeks. So,
All right.
but so aside from like those people, most of the time like I just really have to open up to people and just kind of tell them like what it's about and like just trying to really try to get them to come out to shows and stuff.
So is it harder because when as they know you, are they like, oh well, I couldn't imagine what that show is going to be like because he's so reserved?
Absolutely, that's exactly what my boss is like. She won't. The only person at my work who won't come see me is my boss because
Okay.
she doesn't want to see me like that because she feels like it's gonna just ruin.
It's gonna ruin
everything. she thinks about me. So
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen him hang from the ceilings of venues.
Oh, that's
like,
probably
he'll like
cool.
hang up upside down. Like it's crazy.
Wow, wow.
Sometimes with me, like I tell people that I went skydiving, and they'll look at me and they say, "You went skydiving?" Right, basically. And so it's like that's so cool, but you seem like this reserved, shy type. Why would you? How does that even translate? Why would you think of something like that? So I don't know.
Well, you have to turn it into winning.
Right.
Yes,
Now,
yes.
that was...
Great segue. Yeah.
If I can high five you from over here.
Air 5.
Yes. Yes.
At least his teachable moment was that people are always watching, so you have to kind of make sure you're always you're trying to be approachable, or if you are a person who feels like you're approachable but the perception is off, make sure you're managing that. And my teachable moment that kind of plays off of that is like, I can't win for losing. I can't fix their perception because they don't want to see me win regardless. I can come in here all cheeses,
Yeah.
and all they gonna do is make pizza and not invite me for a slice. Or I could sit in here and they're like, oh, he think he's too good. So either way, I'm not winning, but I'm always winning.
Yes.
So, I want you guys to kind of chime in on that as well. Whoever wants to kick off.
So
Well, you know
as
how
the artist.
Yeah.
Come on.
okay.
So, like,
your
you're
question,
trying to
I
grow
guess?
your fan base, right?
Yeah.
And you feel like you're being sweet enough, but the personality, they still have this peacock thing about you, right? So even though you're doing great things, maybe even for them, they don't necessarily
Embrace him.
embrace it or acknowledge it. Like, people scream your success, people scream your mistakes, but whisper
that's
your
a good.
success.
Yes.
That's
No,
a good
yeah.
So how do
analogy.
you deal with that as artists?
Sometimes it's really hard. I mean, especially with trying to build a fan base because, I mean, there was a point in time where we were playing a show like every single weekend, and a lot of times you have to sell tickets for shows, and a lot of times it is a lot to ask people to say like every weekend, like, hey, I got another show, can you come out? Hey, I got another show next weekend. So, and they'll want to say like, oh yeah, I'd love to come out and everything, but it's actually really, really hard to get
Yeah,
like
it's one of the hardest.
people to come out to shows sometimes because nobody likes to commit. But I guess, I mean, we've never really gotten a bunch of like negative feedback.
Get
or
bigger.
anything like
Get
that,
bigger.
but,
It's coming.
I mean,
Yeah.
we did. we had a headlining show and released our EP. So, and we sold out a place called the Rialto Theater
Oh.
just this
Right on
Saturday.
Kenmore
So
Boulevard.
Ooh, beans.
How many people does that seat?
I want to say it might have been about 200, 150.
Oh, that's awesome.
I mean, it was a really good turnout. It surprised me. So,
Cool veins.
Do you all have battle the bands kind of like?
Funny thing about that, it's like Battle of the Bands around here is not what you see like on School of Rock or anything.
Okay.
Like, it's mostly like sometimes it depends on how many tickets you sell that like decides how you win and everything.
Oh,
Like
okay.
really, it's all about the money for the promoters is
Gotcha.
what I see. We never have a good time at Battle of the Bands.
we did
It's-
win a Battle of the Bands one time.
Yeah.
That was actually judged because a lot of them are only judged by like a crowd. So if you get, there might be like 7 or 8 bands on that show, and if you play like, second, all your people that came to see you would have to stay to the very end for, like 4 or 5 hours.
And no
when-
one stays.
Okay.
It's-
And not a lot of, always, they come to just see you and it's just a Battle of the Bands sort of thing. Like, and they'll be like, oh, loudest crowd cheer wins. And then the band
Gotcha.
that plays last usually wins because their people are the only ones that
Still
are
there.
left there. So,
Oh, okay.
But the one time when it was judged, we did win a Battle of the Bands. So,
Awesome. Congrats.
I have to take a page from LeBron James's book on the question about winning.
Give it to us, G.
Well, if you all recall last year, in the finals, when we were playing the Golden State Warriors, and it was probably something that, everybody always bets against the CLE. Let me just put it out there, first of all.
That is true.
Okay. And to that point, we always still feel like we win
They
it.
stay. It don't matter what goes on in Cleveland or what goes on with the Cavs. They stay talking about us.
Yeah.
Well, because because in our minds, no matter where we are, no matter what's happening, we are always winning.
Right.
Yes.
And that's the whole, I guess, idea of all I do is win. And
Right.
I can remember when LeBron was sitting up there, and I think that we were in an elimination game, actually. I think it was an elimination game last year. We may have lost the series, the final series, and the Warriors had won the championship. It was one of the two things. I can't remember. But the reporters were coming at him hard. They were coming hard. And he was cool. And at one point, I could tell that it was really getting to him, but he had the most superb response. And I busted out laughing because I said, that's how you win. Because the reporters were saying things to him, and he said, I'm the best player in the world. So it didn't matter if the Warriors won the championship. It didn't matter if Steph Curry hit 5,911 points. It didn't matter. None of that mattered. Okay? In the scope of this whole thing, while this was going on, the disappointment of our city and everybody coming at him and, highlighting all the mistakes and everything, he said, I'm the best player in the world. And that's what you do when you win. In spite of it, it's your poise.
Yes.
It's your presence. It's what you think about in your head about yourself, what you go out there and do, and then what you project. And
Yes.
so what did the people out there, the media, have to take that perception? That's the reality.
That's almost like 12 P's. It's like you said, poise, it's your presence, project.
Oh,
Something
I might have to write that
We got a
down.
speech coming up later.
Write
Right.
that down.
Play that back so you can hold up. What I say? Ooh.
Yes.
Well, with that, we gonna play DJ Khaled's "All I Do Is Win," because how could you not, right?
All
And
right.
then we're gonna do "Audience of Reigns" again.
All right.
So all I do is win again and again and again and again.
We'll do a
So you
So
collaboration.
you want to kind of introduce the song, tell us what it's about, or you want to play it and then have us come back?
let's play it first.
Yeah.
All right. So all I do is win first, again next, and then we're back with an interview by Audience of Reign.
All right.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they say there. 'Cause all I do is win, 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 won't stop now. Keep your hands up, get them in the sky for the homies that ain't making it, my folks locked down. I never went nowhere. What they saying, loot is back. Blame it on that contour. The hood call it Ludiac. And I'm on this foolish track, so I spit my foolish flow. My hands go up and down, like urban, tight like a million. Last time on a college remix, now I'm on the already. Never count me out, y'all better count me in. Got 20 bank accounts, accountants count me in. Make millions every year, the South champion. Cause all I do, all I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there. Swerving in my low, head on the swivel, you know serving me's a no-no. Clean as a whistle as I pull out in my Rolls Royce. Yellow bone passenger, they see it, they say, oh boy. Tell Kelly back it up, go. Down for armed trafficking, don't make me pull that fofo. Ask you what you laughing at, represent that mud life. Dirty money, bitch, your mud right. We come together holding hands and holler hood life. We all strapping all black, it's like Bud Light. All we do is win. You riding or what? Cause we riding tonight. Now you riding with me cause you wasn't riding. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Oh, water getting boiled. Snoopy in the hookie. System overload. I've been running this rap game since I was 20 years old. I hung with the worst of them. Bust till I burst them up. Floss them up, toss them up. Harder way, close them up. Pardon me, I'm bossing up. Brace you up, bless you, bro. Don't mess with us. We like the U in the 80s. Back to back, set a track. Hit the lick, get it back. Get the trick, jump the track back. Time and time again, while I'm sipping on this gin. Al Davis said it best, just win, baby, win.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there.